It's your boy Kev coming back at it again with another podcast. I got my boy with me to the right, Darren.
What's up? How's it going?
I got my boy in front of me, John.
Yo.
And unfortunately, Kayla and Drew are not here again. Drew's daughter is sick and wasn't able to make it, and Kayla is at work. But that's okay. Hopefully, they will be back in here with us next week when we do this.
That would be nice.
It would be. It's been a long time since the five of us have been together, you know?
Oh, yeah. That was like 3 or 4 podcasts ago?
We should do a little, in memorial.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
this would be the third one Drew missed.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And then Kayla's missed 2 now. Wow. Holy cow, I did not realize that. So the drones episode was the last time?
Yeah, I believe so.
Dude, speaking about that, I have no information on this, but I thought Donald Trump was going to release what they actually were for us to kind of know what they are. We should look that up because that'd be kind of interesting to see what it was and what it was for. But yeah, that just kind of blew my mind. I thought they both have only been gone for 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's been 3. It's been about 3.
Wow.
But more about the Donald Trump thing with the drones. I do remember seeing a couple of clips of him saying he was going to do something to let people know.
Yeah. You know, out of all the executive orders that he signed, the number one that I am excited for is the release of the JFK files, the RFK files, and the MLK files.
Yes, that'd be nice. I would like to see what are in those files.
And I would like to see if there are a lot of conspiracies or if we were all right. And if we were all right, then are we right about almost everything? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what do you think happened with JFK?
He definitely got assassinated because he wanted to bring the dollar back to the gold standard. So basically, banks wouldn't be able to loan money the way that they can. We wouldn't be able to print money the way that we print money. Life would be way different if we were back on the gold standard. Yeah, I think a lot of banks would unfortunately go under, in the sense of that they wouldn't be able to loan out money like they are able to right now. Because how the banking system kind of works is that if you put $1,000 in the bank, that bank is taking $900 of that and loaning it out to somebody else.
Oh yeah.
So, and you're only getting paid minimal. Like, you're getting less than 1% paid back to you every year off of the money. But if you invest in their stocks and stuff, you get 3 to 4% interest back. It makes absolute no sense, but at the same time it makes a lot of sense, and to maximize the money.
Right.
So if we go back to the gold and silver standard, I think it was, I don't think a lot of banks will go under. I know I just said that, but I think a lot of people in the banking industry would lose their jobs.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening.
And then, and whatnot. But, I mean, shoot, we really don't have to go that way if once we start tariffing everybody and putting tariffs up and whatnot. I think that is going to be a very strong thing for the United States. I do want to say that I recognize that the next couple of years are going to be rough, because as we start to reopen things and start drilling for oil, lithium, cobalt in the United States, cutting down lumber, I don't think we'll have as as big of an impact right away. I know, Canada, for example, we get most of our lumber and stuff from them. So if we put a tariff on them, they're just going to tariff us back. Yeah. So at the point we're going to feel it for a minute, but then eventually we shouldn't feel it at all because we'll be doing it all in house. And then Trump's also like, yo, bring the job, build in America and not in China, and we will give you the lowest tax breaks ever to be ever seen. And if you decide that you want to build outside of the United States, that's fine. You're just going to have tariffs coming in. So Trump's kind of goal, from what I've read and on his campaign trail and stuff like that, getting rid of federal income tax, man. That would be such a huge thing. I don't think state taxes should go away, because I think like your sales tax and stuff like that, and maybe even throw a little federal tax on it on top of the tariffs.
Right,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, like Michigan, we have a 9% state, or 6% state tax. Wow.
Yeah, we are a pretty expensive state.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the housing market around here.
No, we're actually one of the lowest like cost of living states.
Really? I thought we were number 10.
That's out of 50. That's low.
Oh, I thought it was like going 1 to 10, like 1 the most expensive.
Oh, no. We are actually, I think we're like grocery wise, we're like in the top 5 lowest price for groceries.
Oh, look at us go.
Which is crazy. But housing market, we might be higher up there. I know like our cost of living has gone way up since COVID and stuff like that, because it used to be like 16 something that you needed for a single bedroom apartment, and now I think it's up to $20. So
Okay.
like that's a big jump because prices went up. But yeah, we're kind of all over the place. But anyways.
Well, sorry, just one more thing. So,
no, you're good.
What do you think? Do we need to revitalize the rent is too damn high party?
Oh, rent is too damn high, but oh gosh, please don't cancel me, guys. With the deportation of illegal immigrants, I think the number's like 10 to 15 million.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around that range.
That are in here, and let's say all 15 million leave, right? How the housing market and the rent market should go down. And the reason for that is because, sweet, thank you, John. And for that, that's because you got, like, a lot of places are building because of the growth of, we needed more space for living, right?
Yeah.
But once you send all 15 million back, then the apartments that were built, all the apartments that were built, all the houses that were built for renting and stuff like that, they're gonna go vacant because who's gonna be occupying them?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense because, you know, obviously you need people in there to pay rent so the owners can make the money. But if no one's renting it out, they're going to lower their prices because they're going to have to at that point.
Right. So is it, John, with this cost of living that you popped up, is it going from top as like the cheapest or top as the most expensive? Because as I'm looking at it, Arkansas is the cheapest place to live.
Yeah.
Arkansas. You seen that video, right?
I might have
Where the lady was like, why is this Kansas and this not Arkansas or something? Because it's basically like Arkansas, like how Arkansas is spelled or some shit like that.
Okay.
So it was a funny video. I think it's someone overseas, like learning about the states, or maybe they live in the states and learning about the states. But yeah, what were we talking about? Cost of living, market, tariffs, housing. Man, this is an interesting conversation. This is the stuff that, like, really, I love this type of stuff because I like to learn about it, especially since I've had a kid. My interest in, like, cost of living and stuff, like, went way up because obviously you have to provide for an extra.
Oh yeah,
mouth.
responsibility.
And my wife wants to have another one.
Dun
So-
dun dun.
Oh, I want one too. So
Bro, you have one.
I want another. I kind of do.
You're saying that now
I know.
until you're like, I have 2 kids
I know.
and I'm losing my mind.
But they'll be like spaced apart enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah.
Because
yeah.
Liam's about to be 5, and like I told Kayla, I said let's talk about next year, like having a kid. So then that would put Liam at least 6.5 before we have a kid.
Okay. Well, you want a boy or a girl?
Ooh, I would love to have a little girl. But then all my fears and anxiety would kick in, especially when they start getting into the teen years and stuff like
right.
that.
Yeah.
But I know realistically I'll probably have another boy.
Well, hopefully, because I know what you mean about just all the influences, the social media, all like celebrities on TV. Like those aren't good role models. I'm just
right.
gonna say they're not.
Right. Like there's so much stuff that's going on in this world. And yeah, man. Okay, so to escape the high price of living in 2024. Well, this is wrong. I just want to know where Michigan lies.
Says cheapest places to live. When this was a 2024. Number 1 is Mississippi, and then Michigan falls all the way to number 15.
Okay, so they're a little bit lower.
15.
But I mean 15 out of 50, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Hawaii is
that's right.
probably the most expensive, right?
51.
Oh yeah, Hawaii. Oh yeah. It's extremely expensive.
Oh, because they're putting Puerto Rico or
DC, bro.
why? Oh,
DC is its own thing.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, but Hawaii is the most expensive.
Wait, yeah. So DC says you're saying it's its own thing. Like, in what are you meaning by that?
Like, I think DC is
It's like its own state.
It's not its own state. It's part of.
Might as well be its own state.
Right. I think it's different due to. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't remember. I just know it's part of the one state. Now that I'm drawing a flipping blank.
Washington?
No. The other that's the other Washington. That's like Seattle, Washington. Like Washington D.C. It's its own. It's kind of like its own thing, but it's not.
Yeah. No, I get you. And I do recall at one point I was seeing stuff about DC. What we're talking about actually wanting to become its own state.
Right, and I feel like it's its own like thing, its own kind of like its own state, just due to the fact that that's where the president stays. Mm-hmm. But I could be completely wrong on that. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, because is the White House in DC?
Yeah. Yep. Why? What is it saying? Once you get a second.
And then while we're waiting for that, it used to be crazy because remember Elvis walked right up to the White House, knocked on the front door, and got a picture with Nixon.
Oh.
So you used to be able to walk up to the White House.
Well, you could still take, I believe, tours of the White House.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't even invited. We're talking Elvis just walks up. Hey, Nix, get out of here.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Take a photo.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'll sign your forehead.
Man, there's conspiracy theories about him still being alive, Elvis Presley.
Possible. Yeah, I mean, he could be chilling with Tupac in Jamaica.
True. No, I think he's in California. Not Tupac, but there's like a pastor that people are saying is Elvis because he has the same hip condition as Elvis. He always released something on Sunday on a certain day, but when Elvis's mom died, he didn't release anything that day. So like there's like so many things that are just leading up to one person, but that's a different topic of the day.
Right, yeah. We can get into some Elvis conspiracies another time.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Okay. All right, I found some stuff.
All right, what's up?
So this initial thing says Washington, D.C. isn't a state, it's a district, which we know like District of Columbia.
Yep.
Which provides that the district not exceeding 10 square miles would become the seat of the governor, or that's not important. But then I found this down here that says the Constitution, it says, is Washington, D.C. belong to which state? The Constitution allows for this, and such Washington, D.C. is not part of any state.
Oh.
Initially, residents were under the jurisdiction of the surrounding states, Virginia and Maryland. But after the District of Columbia Organic Act passed in 1801, they were no longer residents of any state.
Okay, so
that's
they're
why the
literally their
district
own
split.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
So that makes them 51.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, that'd be confusing. Living in D.C., it's just like,
So-
well, what am I? It's like,
Right.
who do I belong to?
Right. Am I American?
It's like, no, you're a DC.
But why-
You're
why-
DC Ian.
Why of Columbia? That's what I want to know.
What, District of Columbia?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say about that again? Sorry.
It's a 10-mile radius, right?
And where's that located?
Maryland.
Maryland.
But it's not
10 miles square.
Oh.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
So it's kind of like just a couple blocks.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and then it was saying that it was also part of Virginia, kind of like Virginia or Maryland. But I always known it as Maryland, or always been in. But man, I really, really wish I could remember a lot of American history.
Okay.
Wow.
The District of Columbia was originally named for the territory of Columbia, a reference to Christopher Columbus and the United States during the American Revolution.
Ah, okay. That's all I needed to know.
Well, usually whenever, somebody says Columbia or something, I'm always thinking of Sofia Vergara.
Okay. Interesting. I have no idea who that is.
The Modern Family. The TV show.
The mom.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yep.
Gloria.
Gloria. Interesting. That's funny. I get that.
And then, obviously, I'm going to filter this, but there's this hilarious meme. I'm going to filter it because I don't want to, be too inappropriate. But it basically, the meme says on their little caption, then it ends up saying, it would take all 7 Dragon Balls to get my blank out of her blank.
That's funny. I know who you're talking about now. I honestly don't remember what she looks like. So anywho,
circling back to the drone discussion you started out with.
Yeah.
So you had me look up if Trump had done anything with the New Jersey sightings yet.
Yeah, release the information on it, because he said he was going to, but I couldn't remember if he did or not.
So according to this report, he has not done anything on it yet.
Okay.
But then I read this a little bit. Did you know there were spottings Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, California, Florida, Ohio, and Minnesota?
So I didn't know about Connecticut. Let me go with the ones I knew. I knew New York did.
Yep.
And I heard Pennsylvania. But that in New Jersey, that's about it. I didn't realize there was spottings all around.
Yeah,
I thought a lot of those spottings were just people making fake AI videos. Because I didn't see governors New Jersey, the governor was like, yo, what the hell is this stuff? You guys got to start telling us. Because they didn't even let us know what they were, Yeah,
there was a lot more spottings in states than I've heard too, so I thought that was interesting.
Well, yeah, because weren't they saying something like it's a figment of your imagination, even though one of them landed on someone's car?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's factually accurate what I just said, but it would be hilarious if it was.
What did we see in that guy in the interview just where he said don't believe in it?
Yeah.
Or he says don't think it's real.
Yeah.
No. You know what they said? They said if it's such a problem, then don't look up. That's what they said.
Did they really?
No.
Oh, I was about to say what? I know they said don't worry about it
Yeah,
and
don't worry
whatnot,
about
but
it.
like people were shooting guns, like rounds at them, bro.
No, yeah, I seen a few of those videos.
It's crazy. It got intense, and like I was like, man, why aren't they just telling us? And I get it if it needs to be hidden because it's technology, or if they're really looking for nuclear waste or weapons and stuff like that that got lost. I get it, but dang, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, but one of the thoughts too with that though is the drones had heat-seeking type things, kind of like the police helicopters do.
Yeah.
Because apparently they were trying to find somebody that was growing one marijuana plant.
No, they weren't.
I know.
So this last little snippet I found here that says Trump Biden military new details. It says last month Trump claimed that Biden administration and the military knew what was going on with the unexplained drone sightings, but wanted to keep people in suspense. Later, more than 20 officials from the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, and Defense went before Congress for a classified drone hearing, testified that there were no threats.
Yeah, just like there was 50 people that signed saying that Hunter Biden's laptop was a hoax. I really trust that.
Right. You know me, I don't trust anything government.
I believe
No.
it's a hoax.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I gotta say, I do trust things that Trump is gonna do, because I mean, so far he's been a man of his word and has done a lot of the stuff that he said he was gonna do. I think it's cool that he's now putting up the people in North Carolina in hotels and stuff like that,
Yeah,
so
that's a
they're
good
not
thing.
sleeping outside during the winter time in tents.
Yeah, so yeah, doing stuff like that's good. You know what I mean? Like,
And then he went to LA and was like, yo, you guys need to start doing things for them. And the LA mayor was like, yeah, they'll be back in there in a week. He said, a week? That's too long. You know, like basically calling her out. And he was like, these people will rent their own dumpsters to start clearing things out. But he's going to get things going. I think a lot of houses are going to get rebuilt. And I think, I hope California starts reconsidering doing new things with their the way they run their states, like cleaning their forest grounds and stuff like that, so the fires don't happen again.
yeah, because it's it's that preventative maintenance.
Yeah. Now, one crazy thing though is you got to look up the fires and look at the trees are not catching on fire.
Okay, yeah, I have to see that. Oh, is it saying why they aren't catching on fire? Right. That is interesting, though. And I'm not trying to talk about it if I'm not digging into it, but
Oh no, I will.
it would be interesting to know specifically what type of tree that is not catching on fire.
No, dude, like there's places where it's like, okay, so you know how like you go up north, right? And like they clear out some trees, but there's still a whole bunch of trees around the houses and stuff like that. Yeah, like that, where like there's a forest around not a cul-de-sac, but like a neighborhood of like 10 to 15. Like, look, right there. I know you guys can't see. John pulled up some videos of houses just being burnt down, but all the trees are still standing. Unless this isn't. Yeah, this is the California one, and it is insane. But anyways, there are like neighborhoods that are houses are all burnt, but the trees around it is not burnt whatsoever. Like, look, like the trees, man, it's crazy.
I'm still waiting to see some trees. I'm just seeing a bunch of politicians.
Boom, right there. There's houses, like if you look, you see the guy standing in the gray. He has houses behind him that are burnt, but all the trees around there are not.
Yeah, I wonder.
You would think
why.
the trees would catch fire,
Yeah,
versus,
you would think.
but
Yeah,
like
that
they
is
don't
really
even
strange.
really look like they're singed.
These
you know?
ones do.
Those ones do because they're next, but they're still standing, bro. They're like you would think that would have been burnt, but look at outside at the the
these
way
ones look great.
right. Like they said the winds
Not
were
this one.
shooting embers all around. No, that looks like it has no leaves on it.
Yeah, that one's fucked.
No, that doesn't even look that burnt, dude.
But it's burnt.
I mean, it might be.
This one looks burnt. These look burnt.
Well,
This looks great.
It
This
looks to me.
jacked.
It looks to me like it's toasted, but I'm talking, Subway toasted, and not when you tell them toasted, and then they put it in there for half the time it's supposed to be, and then you get the sub, and you don't enjoy it because it didn't toast it properly, and then you just feel that you wasted money.
Yep. That's true, bro.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No. I get you.
I was going to
get you.
say, I haven't, this diabetic right here legitimately has not ate anything since yesterday at 5 p.m. and I've been surviving off of energy drinks ever since.
Bro, I feel like you're like flirting with death right now. You're like, hey, I see you in the corner, but you know what? Let me chug this energy drink so I get them sugars up.
Yeah, it could be. Or I could be basically Batman in that one movie. When I forgot what it was, but it had that character Constantine in there. So,
Oh, yeah.
And then all the magical heroes or whatever that had magic capabilities, they saw the death entities or whatever, but Batman's not magic. So he can. So he was just walking through the thing, and then the death phantoms were all like, "Oh, this one," or they said something like they've been real close to him for a long time, but he always evades us.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you ever saw that. But that was such a good scene. But that's basically me. I'm all like, "Bring it!" I've had COVID 3 times, unvaccinated. By all accounts, I should be dead, and I'm here on a podcast.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, if you don't start eating food, you might not be here on the next one.
True, but I think I have enough fat to.
Fair.
But then
That's
again,
rude of me.
but then again, thanks, Kev. But then again, I didn't keep the blood sugars up because my body will fail.
Well, that's what the energy drinks are for, right?
True. Only thing with liquid though is it it just goes through your system a lot faster.
Right.
Because when you eat food, it, as me a diabetic eating food, it breaks down slower, so it'll keep your blood sugars more stable for longer.
Yeah.
If that
That
makes sense.
makes sense. Yeah, because like I know like every time you need something, you especially like before the gym and stuff like that, you're like, hey, can I get like lemonade or something? Or if we're at the gym, you're like, hey, I'm gonna go grab a Gatorade so I get it instead of eating the Tootsie Rolls. And
Right.
stuff.
And then your son Liam comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, I want some lemonade too. Oh, can I get diabetes?" And I'm all like, "You know what? You just might someday. You just might."
No, I would never let that happen.
You would never let him get type 1 diabetes.
I mean, as
It's
long
not by choice.
not yeah. Well, for him, for Liam to get it, it would be by choice. He would have to basically kill his pancreas, right?
Yeah, because type 2, for the most part, is unhealthy eating habits. But sometimes you can still get type 2 even if you are eating healthy. Because some people get it from a genetic standpoint. Oh, sorry guys, if my voice sounds kind of weird, I'm moving the mic too much. I'm doing a lot of hand motions when I'm speaking when I'm holding a mic. I don't know why, but sometimes type 2 would be like from a genetic standpoint. Some people get it genetically. Other people can get it through bad eating habits. Me, I don't know. I guess just unlucky at birth.
No, you didn't get it at birth. You got it when you were 18 months.
Yep, basically I just say 1 year old, but yeah, 18 months old.
Yeah, vaccines, bro. Vaccines.
But believe it or not, last time I was in the hood, when I was younger, apparently it doesn't get you any street cred when you tell them that, yeah, I've been getting shot every day of my life.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't give you street cred because it's not the same.
Right, but I tried.
I bet you did. You're like, yo, guys, look at my scars.
Yeah, it's like I was getting shot 3 times a day. How about you?
6 if you count your finger pricks.
Right.
Yeah. So let's kind of
Yeah, we got way off.
rewind on everything. Huh? I love that John's still looking up things for us, and we're just like so sidetracked right now. It's great, but yeah, we will have to do a full podcast one time just on diabetes.
Oh yes, yes. Because
I
as
find
I
it-
said, I am going to make the Diabetics Informative magazine. That's what I'm doing.
That's probably already a thing, dog.
It better not be. It better not be.
Look it up.
Because I will be one diabetic that's going to have some messed up blood sugars with how pissed off this is going to get me if it's a thing.
I would have to. And then once we're done looking this up, let's rewind and get back onto some stuff that we were talking about. I mean, heck, John wanted to talk about evolution of freaking cereal, so we
Yeah.
can look that up too. You know, why not? Why not
Right,
just
right.
throw everything in
Yeah.
it?
It's like John just sitting there, his inner monologue. He's just like, breakfast cereal, breakfast cereal, breakfast cereal. I didn't even have any breakfast cereal this morning.
This is gonna break your heart. First sentence.
Oh, no.
There are multiple magazines that cover diabetes, including journal magazines for healthcare professionals and magazines for people with diabetes.
Sellouts. Sellouts. They don't know what it's like.
Oh gosh, that is
Well, actually, they
hilarious.
probably do know what it's like because they probably are.
They're writing magazines about it.
Yeah.
You know what? I should find the people writing these magazines and be like, "You're a liar. Prove it. Prove it."
Well, they could be doctors doing the research. You
It
know,
could be.
maybe AI technology. Wow, going way off topic. Can probably fix your.
Well, actually, I know we're going way off topic here, but I did have or not like an idea, but I had a thought, right? So Neuralink,
Yeah.
maybe getting something like that. It doesn't even have to be Neuralink, just any kind of chip in the brain that's basically like a Neuralink. I'm wondering if something like that could do something. Let's just say me. Let's say I got it. I wonder if that could do something to send the proper signals to my body to not consider my pancreas as a threat.
Well, their goal with Neuralink, I thought, was to allow people to walk and move their arms again.
Right. And that's the point that I'm getting at. Because
So yeah, why wouldn't they be able to do organs? Right.
Because if it could send a signal, because it's basically what it is it's like your immune system is attacking, or my immune system is attacking my pancreas,
Right.
which is making it not work because it views it as a threat. So that's where the sending signals comes into play to make it not view it as a threat because it's getting the proper signals to my immune system.
Well, couldn't you create a shot for that too? Like so the reason why I said AI, and sorry John, thank you for looking up that the reason why I said AI is because AI can detect like breast cancer, has been able to detect breast cancer 5 years before it developed in a woman.
Oh wow.
By just looking at the scan and noticing one little thing off
Okay.
from so are you raising your hand to like ask a question?
No, he's
Oh.
just enjoying our
His-
chemistry.
Oh, okay. And then people was it doctors or science? I guess they're kind of like the same thing. Researchers, yeah, thank you. Think that AI can solve cancer and like design it per person. So like you and I can both have lung cancer, but lung cancer can affect me different than affect you, you know?
Right.
So maybe the whole cure itself won't really help you, but would help me. But if they could design it with AI to just focus to help you and then focus to help me, they could do it. And they think that they are close to cracking that code on figuring out how to create something to cure cancer with AI.
That's pretty cool, and I like how that sounds. But hold up, though. Well,
Dun, dun,
I gotta
dun.
figure out how to like phrase this. No, it wouldn't be bad. So, and I really hope anybody that ever sees this, please look this up because I can't be the only person that ever saw this. So years ago, I was way younger. My dad and me were watching the news, and then they were interviewing this guy, but he said that he's pretty close to a cure for cancer, because what he was doing is he was repurposing AIDS to kill the cancer.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, right. And then the guy just disappeared at one point.
Yeah, there's been many things, bro. Like researchers from Columbia, University of Columbia, that have been able to like kill brain tumors and stuff like that. That created basically a vaccine that, which again, you guys can look me up and help me out. I could be wrong on that, but I've heard many times that we had been close to cures, and then it goes away, and then kids like college students finding stuff and whatnot, and I feel like it. Obviously, it's hard, but at the same time, how much could we have had fixed if it wasn't such a money making to have people sick, you know?
Oh yeah.
And we'll leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, because because I will just say this: once I start going off into a tangent, you're all gonna think I'm a lunatic.
Oh, he is a lunatic though, so it doesn't matter. But
no,
I'm
a lovable one.
It's not even that. It's just that there rabbit holes, man. There are so many rabbit holes to go down with everything.
I agree with your theory. It's to keep people sick. That way they keep the money coming in. It's better to keep people sick and try to keep them in recovery, and instead of actually healing them and making them not sick.
Right, exactly. And then like putting you on multiple pills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody knows one person that takes at least 4 to 5 pills a day.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know me, I take 3 at a minimum.
That's wild. But
in his butt.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think Addie's it would work the same if it was up my rear.
I think it'd be like a coffee enema thing kind of deal, because you know how they say if you do it backwards, it like hits you 3 times as harder.
Right, because like I was gonna say, alcohol you can get drunker faster if you shove it up
so
your
if you do a line of Addies with your butt, imagine how like dope you would be feeling.
All right.
You know, I'm good. I'm good on not doing that.
Such a random thing, John. Wow. Hit us on the left cheek with that. Oh, too soon.
So the number one diabetic magazine in the world is called Diabetes Care, if anybody cared.
All right, Diabetes Care.
I'm
coming for you.
You might just want to aim low and go for diabetes therapy. They're not as good as the other guys, but you know they'll get your point across there.
They're the last one on the bottom.
They're number 20, so it's still in the top 20. Just take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. Top 20, I'll take it.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious, man. Okay, so let's rewind again.
All right. So back to the tariffs, right?
That's where we want to go? All right.
Now, well, because I wanted to say this too.
Woody from Toy Story was real.
Fair enough.
Yep, good old Woody from Toy Story. And I love his catchphrase too. He's like, "There's a snake in my pants," right?
Yeah,
Boo.
Yeah,
boo.
Yeah,
boo.
Yeah.
But
he said, "Oh, Darren."
But what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So with the tariffs, right? I do like that in the aspect of bringing industry back to America, because at the end of the day, in the long run, how are we really going to survive if we don't really produce anything? Because, I mean, the main thing we really produce is kind of, to an extent, culture, like with movies and stuff like that. But if you take places like China that have all the manufacturing stuff, I mean, we get almost damn near everything from China. So regardless of whatever they have to do, we have to have manufacturing back in our own country, because we won't survive. We will eventually it'll be game over. Because if we're too dependent upon other countries, like let's just say we made nothing and we got everything from every other country. What if all those other countries got together and said, "Well, America, we're not giving you nothing. Just like what was it? I don't know. I might be wrong here, but it's like the OPEC thing or whatever, where they stopped, where they said we're not giving no more oil to the U.S. and then, you know what I mean? Like that's a problem. We have to be self-sustaining, self-efficient, because we realistically at this point in time, with all the enemies that we have, we should not be reliant upon anybody for anything.
We have 3 enemies. We have Iran, we have China, we have Russia.
But the BRICS nations, though.
No.
Because even if we're...
time out. The BRICS includes Saudi, which they're friends with us. India, which is friends with us. Like, India, if I'm not... I read it something yesterday, I think it was. But they said that they would gladly take their immigrants back. Like, the people that... left India to America illegally, they would gladly take them back to not get into a trade war with us.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
BRICS is like, it's just like the G7 or Summit 7 or whatever. I
Like
think
a G6.
No, not at all, dog.
Well, the reason I'm saying like BRICS is kind of an enemy is because
They're trying to take over the dollar.
Right, exactly. So I forgot how to phrase it. It's like with two currencies, you know, let's say two world currencies. There's like a word for it. I'm going blank here, but that's a problem because it's going to be competing with each other, and that's like I think the word's like a polarized world or something. I think that's the word, and then that would kind of make it a lot more difficult to do a lot of things. Right. Because you'd have to trade within those currencies.
Hold up. What is this, John?
It says this is an activity timeline of the current tariffs, but the only thing that's not really important on here just happened like this month, the 23rd. It says updated to separate out 25% of tariffs on Canada and Mexico given recent threat that these tariffs could begin February 1st, 2025.
Oh, yeah. And Canada is panicking, and that's kind of why Justin resigned.
What a wimp.
Yep, Trudeau.
Dude. I don't...
Trudeau, you later.
So Canada's like what? I think we looked it up last week. They were like... a
little less than California.
No, a little more than California's GDP. I think they get like $1.2 trillion from us. From
I remember that.
from us. We take that away from them, and we add a 25% tariff coming into the States. Like, they're going to be hurting so bad.
So we're basically gonna have them by the boots.
Yes.
What you talking about?
Yes, a boot it. Sorry.
There's a lot of things that are going on, and I think we will have a rough few years, and then it will smooth out because everything it's gonna take time.
Yeah,
to correct. Nothing can be corrected in one day.
Right. Because there's always gonna be a transitional period.
Right. And I know a lot of people think that our economy looks strong right now and whatnot, but in reality, it's not. I mean, when you have head banks agreeing with Trump on putting tariffs, adding these tariffs, you know that there was a collapse coming because we're not self-sustained. We are going to go under without a doubt if we don't correct our actions. And I don't think I think the only thing that we really need to correct is doing the tariffs, opening up pipelines, using our own lumber, mining our own goods.
All we needed was a strong
buying Greenland.
Carrot.
Yes, buying Greenland.
I'm just kidding.
Making Canada the 51st state.
I mean, dude,
52nd.
DC is not its own thing.
Right.
So I'm campaigning for
Well,
DC.
hold up. I know we're going way back, but so would DC technically be a territory of the United States?
Yeah, DC is a
I know. I was just being stupid.
just like
it's just a district.
like Puerto Rico.
It's a
I
district.
think
of
Puerto Rico
Colombia.
is kind of looked at as part of the United States, but not
Yeah.
part of the United States.
Because it's like it's either considered a territory or a protectorate, whatever, something like that.
yeah, where I think they're the only country that I could be wrong, and we can look it up, but that their citizens could get like instant citizenship here.
Yeah, I think it's probably something like that. And then it's not anymore. But I do know, in the day, Cubans, if they made it to the United States, automatic citizenship. But
Yeah.
I forgot, was it under Biden's administration, or I think to where they stopped doing that citizenship, automatic citizenship for Cubans.
Yeah, I think it was Trump.
No, it happened before, and the only reason I'm saying
then
this
Obama.
is,
If it happened before Trump,
well,
then it can't be Biden.
Because at some point it happened, and then people were saying that it was because statistically Cubans vote Republican.
Yeah.
So whoever was ahead at that point in time made it like not a thing anymore where they could become citizens because they were saying that they didn't want them to vote Republican.
Right. Yeah, I could see that.
Which is crazy because that's technically being kind of prejudiced, isn't it? Because if you think about it, if you're going to sit there and say, oh, every Cuban's a Republican, I mean, it's kind of offensive, I think.
A little bit. I don't know, man. I just know that I remember learning that they're like our 51st state. So Canada would be our 52nd, or aka 53rd
If we count DC.
If we
right.
count DC. I know John's campaigning for that. But I think it'd be cool to get Greenland, to be honest with you, because like you could then don't need a passport to go there.
Right.
But then who really goes there much, right? Because it's cold. It's called Greenland, but it's ice, and Iceland is called Iceland, but it's green.
I know. Isn't that just a conundrum right there?
Right.
But the thing with Greenland though is I was gonna, because we talked about Greenland last podcast or whatever I don't know, whenever the last time we talked about it. I was thinking like this. I just forgot to say anything. Now the population of Greenland, with it being cold, snowy and all like that, do you think all their population would want to basically move just to the U.S. to get out of there? And if so, isn't that kind of a problem?
No,
because
their population's only 57,000.
No, I don't mean it in the population aspect. I mean it as in an industry aspect. Because let's just say a crap ton of people left of Greenland, right? And let's just say there was jobs and everything like that. Those would be kind of getting less and less fulfilled, which would hurt like an economy like standpoint. Because if Greenland would be what would we say, the 52nd state or 51st?
Whatever state you want to
whatever
call
state number, the 112th. No, but from a state perspective, wouldn't it hurt the state economy?
I mean,
if too many people left just to move to the. Well, actually, before we get to that, another thing too. So Greenland, what would we call that one?
It's
North America, and then we would be Mid America, and then you would have South America.
No, we would still be. You do realize North America is like. I don't want to say Mexico, but I do want to say Mexico, United States, and Canada. And then Central is like Panama and those. And then South America is like Brazil, like the Brazil.
Okay.
Mexico could be part of Central. We can look it up. No, they're part of the North. Okay, yeah. So it would still be North America. But to your point of having a population there, we only want it because Russia, it would stop Russia from being able to patrol that way. We're already there.
Okay,
We
so
have bases. It's literally for military bases.
Yeah, I was going to say. So from a strategic standpoint, they just want to
That's
strategically.
all it is. Is all it is for is just for strategic, and it's not like we're not there. And if, let's say, for some reason we back out of NATO, I mean, what is Europe gonna do to us?
Nothing. If anything, they're just gonna like kind of fall apart. Because let's just be real. I mean, maybe not right now, but let's just say Russia never went to war with Ukraine, and let's just say for whatever reason we pulled out of NATO. Then you'd have Russia trying to screw with those ones. But with how poorly Russia's doing in Ukraine, I don't know. I think Europe could handle Russia by itself at this point.
Well,
Even if they never went to war with Ukraine, because Russia's dropping the ball bad.
yeah, to a point, right?
I mean, as far as I know, they keep gaining territory and stuff, but with everything that they say about their military might and all this, the war should have been done, like they said, in a week.
The problem is that you're using our technology and our stuff. It isn't even.
No, right. I get that. But just for as much as Putin talks everything up.
Well, yeah, everyone's gonna talk their nation up. Just like I just learned that we didn't have hypersonic missiles.
Yeah. We don't have those, do we?
Trump, in a interview said something about it. He was like, we're developing faster and stronger things. So, I mean, it's crazy. But John just pulled up a Greenland map.
Oh, sorry. 1 second.
No, you're fine.
I really wish I could do a Trump impersonation like Shane Gillis. Like, I would be so happy.
So I think this shows that we have 3 Air Force bases.
Yeah, we have 3 bases there. Yeah, we already occupy it. I mean, like, and it's literally for the Arctic. That's all we want it, because it's literally just for military power.
Can you guys see the green on that?
Yeah.
But look, this is Iceland.
Wow, like actual size, or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Greenland is. Ooh, wow! I feel like I just got really loud. Greenland is massive, but not as massive as it is portrayed on the maps. If that makes sense.
But no, I was just looking at the ice to green scenario.
Oh, I know, right, dude? It's like barely like ice all around it, and then it's green on the outside. Okay, can we go? Well, did you want to talk about the evolution of cereal, John? Is that something that you really wanted to talk about?
Yeah, you know what? Let's see this.
I feel like if we get into discussion about that, then we would get rabbit hole into the evolution of serial killers, and then I don't know if we want to do that right now.
Right.
I watched enough of those Dahmer documentaries. Did you know what his favorite cereal was?
No, what?
Sugar Smacks.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be like a really messed up joke in that.
No.
Sugar Smacks.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's what originally defined him as a serial killer.
Is it because he killed that cereal?
Yeah, he ate it. He ate the whole box.
That is not a true fact, so don't quote me on that, people.
Oh. I was like, dude, like, really? That, of all the cereals to choose from,
Corn Pops.
I would accept that as a serial killer. It's like cereal.
Yeah, that seems kind of crazy.
Wait, which one? You said Corn Pops?
Corn Puffs or Corn Pops.
Because who
I love
just
that cereal, though.
No, you don't.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
oh,
I can go down for a good bowl of Corn Puff.
Bro, you're telling me if I put
Pops?
Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Corn Pops, you're going to go for the Corn Pops?
If I haven't had Corn Pops in a while, yes, I will eat them Corn Pops all day, sir.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Well, you know what I would do?
Sometimes I crave those.
You would check your sugars before you eat?
Ooh,
well, I mean, obviously, yes.
You wouldn't be able to eat any of it anyway. It's all high in sugar.
Right.
Well, what I was gonna say is I would mix all the cereals together.
There you go.
Then what I would do is stir it in the bowl.
It's like doing a cocaine line for you guys, right?
Yes, a cereal mixer line. But then what I would do is, mix it all up, make sure it's all, it's all milked. Everything has a milk on it. So Then what I would do is I would take one bite of it and realize that it was just stupid for me to mix all them flavors together because it just tastes disgusting at this point. And then I would just have to toss it out.
No, you got to finish that shit.
Right. You can't just throw cereal away.
Finish that shit.
I used to have dogs, okay? So they used to do, they were my cleaners.
Dogs eat their own vomit, bro, and lick their ass. You finish that shit.
Okay, you know what? Let me tell you this. When I gave my dogs the mixed cereal, okay, they didn't eat it. So that means it was worse than ass and vomit.
Maybe
it was soggy.
you should have licked your own ass first, took a bite of it so the dogs would eat it. So they lead by example.
You know, that reminds me of this video. No, I'm just kidding.
Gosh dang it, guys. Like, we went way off topic, way off. I mean, today was just kind
Greenland, we're coming for you.
Yes, we are.
Well, I mean, a lot of the, and not so much of an issue right now, is just, you know, me, I've been working overtime the whole week, getting zero sleep. You know what I mean? So, because originally I wanted to look up stuff about theoretical weapons.
Okay.
So one of them, which, I mean, we can try to go off of this if you want, but one of the theoretical weapons that I was seeing, and it's one of the Nazis had this idea. They wanted to put I guess you could say a magnifying glass in space or something along those lines to reflect or not to reflect, but to focus the sun into a basically heat ray. And then
they didn't want it to burn us like ants?
Basically, or start fires, just light stuff on fire.
Huh.
And then just burn everything down.
So the French, when they were like, you know, like fighting over territory, when they had Hawaii, they came up with this idea called a catapult because Hawaii is overran by stray cats. They would just launch stray cats at people.
First and foremost, when did the French have Canada? Or not Canada, wow. Hawaii.
Oh, I thought you were going to say...
1692.
I thought you were going to say, since when did they have cats? I was going to say probably forever. Or what?
No, I haven't. I thought it was the British that...
None of that was real, bro. I just pulled that.
And then the reason why Hawaii is part of our state is because they asked us to come help them, and in return they became part of the United States or something like
Whatever
that.
you do, just don't fact check me most of the time, and then
fact check John every single time he opens his mouth.
I'm supposed to fact check
I want you to fact
guys,
check
and you guys don't fact check me.
Licking a dog's butt and eating their own vomit.
Booty hole.
I mean, I've definitely seen a dog do both of those things.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, but yo, back to Hawaii though. No, America annexed Hawaii, and then again, it was just a strategic gain, because the history books can say whatever they want. It was just a strategic grab. Like that's really what it was. Because there was something in there. They talked to because actually a king of Hawaii had a king.
Yeah,
might still have one, but definitely had a king before it was annexed. So whatever deal they worked out with the king, they basically just annexed Hawaii.
I thought Hawaii had a queen.
The citizens or somebody came to us and said, "Hey, can you guys help us?" And then that's how it became.
Yeah.
We basically overthrew the king for them.
Right. And did you also know? Fun fact. Kamehameha, remember Goku, Kamehameha, that word is actually Hawaiian.
Coincidence?
Potentially.
I think not.
Me neither.
That's exactly what Darren just said. Look right here. From 1975 to 1893, the Hawaiian Islands were united under the rule of Darren.
Kamehameha.
Bam.
Wow, that is crazy.
It's like, I knew something.
Dang. Okay, so does it say why they became a state? Was I right? We helped overthrown the king?
What I'm finding is it says American, European capitalists, and landholders overthrew the monarchy. Hawaii was an independent republic from 1894 until 1898 when it officially became a U.S. territory.
Oh, so we just took it.
Yeah, so no wonder every time we go to Hawaii, they're
Did you
calling
say
us.
1859?
1959. Sorry.
Oh, 1959?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait,
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 what?
wait,
No.
wait, wait.
So
No, because because Pearl Harbor. That was
Hawaii was independent
World War II.
republic from 1894 to 98, so 4 years. And then it was officially in a U.S. territory on August 21st, 1959. So you might as well say 1960.
Dude, so wait, you're telling me we had bases there before it became a... Wow, I don't
Yeah.
recall that in the history books.
And you said 1960?
1959, yeah.
1959. Yeah, because World War II ended
In 45?
right, and then Pearl Harbor was whatever year.
45?
But
We
Yeah.
basically... The war ended when we blew up Japan.
no, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it was like
absolutely.
42 to 45 or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Wow.
Well,
If-
speaking of
If
Pearl
we had
Harbor.
Drew here, he would be able to tell us, because
Oh yeah.
No,
oh, yeah.
that's what it was.
I know, but he's more of a nerd to the world. He took up that mantle of you know, when you become a certain age, you go into like grilling, World War II stuff, all this. He took up the World War II bits.
Yep.
So wow, that's crazy. I thought I remember learning that we were asked to help take it over.
World War II was 39 to 45.
I knew it ended in 45 because I believe that's when we dropped the bombs.
Well, and then think about this, right? Is the whole security issue with Pearl Harbor, because if we're to believe that the movie itself is 100% like accurate, remember the scene in there where you had the Japanese individuals taking photos and everything out of like the plane tour, and then given
Oh, dude, like,
because I'm saying this because even back then, I mean, how could you be so laxed on security? It's insane.
well, you weren't part of the war.
But
we weren't part
still,
of the, I don't think we were part of the war until that point. And then when was D-Day? Oh, well, I guess we were, because
well, even if we weren't directly in combat, we probably were still supplying, supplies, money, and stuff
did
like
you
that.
know China almost entered in World War II by attacking us?
Really interesting.
Yeah. They shot a missile at one of our boats that missed. And if it would have been a direct contact.
Did they know that it was an American ship? Were they intentionally trying to do that?
I
do you
don't
think?
know, because I know that Japan during that time too was expanding into China,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is crazy to think.
And let me just go back. But the reason I'm asking if they knew it was an American ship is remember I don't know if this was like a month ago, a few weeks ago, or whatever. But there was a friendly fire incident with our modern jets. So one of them got hit. Did you know about that?
No.
Yeah. I mean I forgot where everything specifically happened, but it was maybe a month ago, a few weeks, whatever. But yeah, a friendly fire incident with one of the Navy jets.
Interesting. I did not know that.
So I found the official Hawaii timeline.
All right, give me it.
So 1826, that's when they signed a treaty with the Kingdom of Hawaii recognizing its independence.
Okay.
Okay, so then 1849, United States and Hawaii signed a treaty of friendship. Then nothing important name. So then 1893, a small group of Americans and European businessmen overthrow the Hawaii monarchy. So that was 1893. 1894, the government sent a delegation to Washington, D.C. to request annexation. And then 4 years later, in 98, President William McKinley signed the Newlands Resolution annexing Hawaii as a U.S. territory.
Huh.
And then, so...
Basically, from there was part of the United States,
Yeah,
but it didn't
so-
officially become a part until 59.
Yeah, so 98, it became a territory. Then in 1900, President McKinley signed the Organic Act establishing the territory as of the Hawaii government.
That is interesting, and I think we're gonna leave it at that.
Well, I want to say one more thing so what was the treaty called?
Grass skirts for everyone.
No, it wasn't.
So it's called what, the Friendship Treaty?
Oh, no. The Hawaii. The United States signed a treaty of friendship.
So is that what it was called though? Just Treaty of Friendship, or is there a specific?
We're not diving into that.
No, it's only because we can look at it some other time, but it's just if that's really what they called it, a friendship treaty, and couldn't have thought of anything cooler,
I know, right?
Cooler to name it. It's like, come on, you guys weren't even trying.
Well, back then, no one thought about names, probably,
Right.
But John's gonna look it up real quick, and then we're gonna end at that.
All right.
Well,
we'll see.
No, we got.
Oh, we'll see. All
right.
I'll keep it going for hours.
Yeah, I know. I could keep it going for hours too.
If I had a nickel,
you'd only have one nickel.
Well, while he's looking that up, though, I always heard that expression from a coworker of mine, Brandon Berg. Haven't seen him in a long time. He doesn't return my messages. It's pretty sad.
Does he even work there?
No. He quit a long time ago.
Oh.
But he used to say that about everything, man. If I had a nickel.
Oh, yeah.
Or just everything. Even it didn't even apply to anything.
All right.
So the treaty between the United States and the Kingdom of Hawaii that established the basis of their official relationships was the Treaty of Friendship, Commerce, and Navigation and Export. What the fuck? Somebody else read this.
We're just gonna leave it at the Treaty of Friendship because that's all that matters.
Darren, read it.
His blind ass can't see it.
Well, and too, I'm at a horrible angle.
That's true.
So what? Just a highlighted spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Treaty of Friendship, Commerce, and Navigation and Extradition.
Boom.
There you go. I didn't want to stand all the way up in front of the screen to read it.
No, you guys just didn't want to admit that the diabetic can read better than you.
Oh, for sure.
Boom.
I sounded dumb enough, so bam.
Bro, I can only see out of one eye at a time.
I will fully admit it.
Back in the day. Crazy.
Yeah, well, at least your pancreas works.
And at
I'm
that,
just dumb.
have a good night, everyone.
Peace.
In his butt. It's like doing a cocaine line for you guys, right? Yes. Don't forget to eat your pancreases.
Penis. See, I feel like I have like a robot voice.
Arkansas.
It's like John just sitting there, his inner monologue. He's just like, breakfast cereal. There's a snake in my pants. Tradizzle. Booty hole. You guys just didn't want to admit that the diabetic can read better than you.
Bro, I can only see out of one eye at a time. Do you know how hard it was to read back in the day?